Hello, JMSReviews, and this is my review of the Dead Rising 2 Case Zero, a prequel to the upcoming Dead Rising 2 coming out in September 27th or 28th, I'm not sure. Now, I went into this thinking that it was going to be a good little prequel, a short little thing I can have some fun with. Maybe to keep me tied over every now and then until the full game comes out. But what I got was something pretty awesome, actually. Probably one of the best deals you can get on Xbox Live. So yeah, this little arcade title is a prequel to Dead Rising 2. I think it takes place 3 years before Dead Rising 2. It could be way off, but last I heard, it was like 3 years before Dead Rising 2. And the story here is that you're trying to find some more Zombrexx for your daughter. If she won't take a shot every 12 hours or so, she will turn into a zombie. Or die, I'm not totally sure. First off, the presentation seems to have greatly improved over Dead Rising 1. It feels much less like a B-movie, like a B-zombie flick. So I suppose in some ways it's less enjoyable, but it's at least much better. They did a pretty good job of making you care about getting the Zombrexx to Katie. So you're off to find some Zombrexx for Katie. From there, stuff happens, and yep, that's about it. Just like Dead Rising 1 and the upcoming Dead Rising 2, you're given the freedom to do whatever you want. If you care about completing the objective, you can do whatever you want given you complete your objective before the time runs out. Kill zombies, save survivors, try on new clothes, find all the weapon combinations. I was not expecting all this much content at all. If you want to just simply breeze through the main missions, you'll likely beat it in about 30 minutes or so. However, trying to complete everything, including the 4 or so different endings, will take you a good 5+ hours. So for $5, you get a much smaller and shorter Dead Rising 2 pretty much. It's still incredibly fun and will eat up a lot of my time over the next several days. For what you get, $5 ain't bad at all. Now, as many will know, you can carry over whatever experience you earn in this over to the full Dead Rising 2. This is great, though you can only level up to level 5. Not really a complaint, just saying. I also want to say how incredibly happy I am that they finally fixed the horrid shooting from the first game. Some of the boss fights were dreadful without the ability to move and shoot at the same time. So yeah, you can now move and shoot at the same time. I know, amazing, right? The only problems I had with this were the controls and the tiny play area. The controls this time around feel much heavier, and sometimes seem to get me into trouble. It's not a huge deal at all, the game's still incredibly fun, but I remember the controls in Dead Rising 1 being much less delayed. Then the area you had to roam around in. While I don't think it's too small, it's certainly, to me, not big enough. To make up for it, it would have been nice to have some co-op or something. But those are just minor complaints. I loved this download. Definitely one of the best deals I've ever gotten on Xbox Live. I give Dead Rising 2 Case Zero a 9.5 out of 10.